Hello, welcome to GameStop. How may I help you?
G'day. I bought these shares for GameStop recently, and I'd like to trade them in.
How much did you pay for them, sir?
$60. So I mean, they should be worth a decent amount still.
I'll just look that up in this here computer. Oh, I can give you 50 cents for them.
50 cents.
Yes,
What?
sir.
They were $60, man. Like 2 weeks ago.
Welcome to GameStop.
Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Layman's Corner.
Do you like my little, my American accent?
I thought it was pretty
Took
funny.
me 6 years to practice that. 6 years of intensive coaching.
Yeah, well, it worked, everybody.
That's
okay?
right.
It worked.
Guys, retail.
EB Games. Well, not EB Games, sorry.
Well, actually it is. It's kind of all the same boat,
Sure.
right? So retail is doing it pretty tough at the moment. And there's lots of evidence for that across the board. More recently in Australia, some big news has dropped that kind of like is another nail in the coffin. And then just like 2 days after that, more news from a different retailer. I think the retail games market is pretty boned. And I did this episode, we're gonna tell you why.
I was gonna say, where are we gonna go with that one? Alright. Okay, so let's just talk about EB Games. Now, other places of the world might not know what EB Games is. It's owned by GameStop. It's just like GameStop, right? You walk in, and you get some games, you walk out. Only big difference is EB Games has a 7-day return policy.
That's the one good thing about it.
Most games you can finish
Yeah.
if you binge them, right, in like 5 to 6 days.
Yeah.
So I know people. I mean, I know a friend of mine, that takes a game, finishes it, and then takes it back and never has to pay for games, and it works. I
Nice,
don't know who that person is, but he's a good guy.
EB Games is the only large-scale dedicated game seller in Australia, and they're a very important institution because they are the last remaining institution that will charge you full price for a video game.
Yes.
I mean, like, they will charge you $100 Australian for a video game, even though JB Hi-Fi, the competitor, like, that does, like, general whatever, like Best Buy, they're charging, like, $60 for the same game, but EB Games is like, nah, man, $100.
Yeah.
Pay me,
And
bitch.
they'll also charge you for the scratch protection.
The scratch protection.
Okay.
The game guarantee.
Everyone knows what that
That's
is.
Right,
Alright?
that's right.
Raph used to work at EB Games.
So did Thick Boy.
Okay. And Thick Boy used to work there too. Okay.
So it's a real institution. It meant a lot to me. So I was
Yeah.
very sad this week when we heard the news that EB is closing a number of its stores. This news was reported by Kotaku, who confirmed that 19 stores across Australia are being shut down. EB did provide a statement to Kotaku, and they said this: like all businesses, we are constantly evaluating our property portfolio to ensure that our stores mix is in line with the ever-changing retail landscape. After careful consideration, we'll be closing 19 unprofitable stores at the end of January. Where possible, staff were offered the opportunity to work in surrounding stores. So that's sad times for those people that work there, obviously.
Evaluating our property portfolio. It means that those places are failing. Okay,
Yes,
and then
it
you get
does.
them out ASAP. Now there's roughly 19 stores as they said, but it's about 450 stores across Australia, which makes it about 5% of their total stores or so. Quick maths.
Nice.
So it's not a gigantic amount, but it's sizable. I mean, that's pretty sizable.
It is, and I do feel sorry for the people that work there. In particular, I feel sorry for the real victims in this. Those creepy weebs that hang around and try and hit on all the female staff that work there.
Yeah.
God bless those guys. This was their only
The hot
chance
gamer
to.
girl.
This was their only chance to have a conversation with a woman, and now that chance is gone.
Yeah.
EB, you disgust me.
Yeah.
You have
Bring 'em back.
no shame. I think as well there were some angry responses to this from EB Games,
course.
Twitter, who really felt for the staff there, and I think that as well there were also some sympathies provided on Twitter. Some people who really felt for EB Games staff in their time of need. One user wrote, "I want you ignorant fools at EB Games to do as you're told and reverse the decision to close 19 stores right now. I received a gift voucher and was intending to use it on Lego Star Wars game that comes out this year, and now I can't because you arrogant have decided to close. Disgusting."
I feel bad.
I feel so bad.
I mean,
You can only use that gift card at like those specific stores. I mean, there's only 400 other stores you can use it at now.
and
It's terrible.
here's another one. EB Games Winston Hills store closing down. Suck fucking shit. That's what you get for banning me. Karma the bitch. I told you I would get my revenge. Well, that guy is clearly mourning the death
Do you know how many people we had to ban from EB Games that I'm not even
Really?
joking?
Is that a thing?
It's definitely a thing. So we had to ban so many people because they would just come in all the time and they would just hang out. And you're like, fuck off, dude. And they would talk to other customers. They would hit on the female staff. Someone that would try and like pinch things. And we're like, dude, stop coming here. I swear to you, we had a ban list like this long. It was crazy.
Really? I remember Alec, my thick boy, used to say that some kids would just walk in. Remember when they used to still play? You'd be able to play games, and he would just sit there from the moment it opened to the moment it closed, playing WWE wrestling.
Now, look, this has been coming for a while for EB Games in Australia and retail in general. I mean, I recently went into an EB Games, and the size of their PC section was, I shit you not, it's the size of a refrigerator. Okay,
Tiny.
When I was working there, you had a complete 2 walls of PC games. Now it's completely gone because everyone has gone digital.
Sure, and on top of that, I get that changing things in the market, you've got to use your store for certain things. Yes, there's a bigger Xbox and Switch and PlayStation section now than the PC, fine. But there's also memorabilia and shit that they do in there. I don't know if they do that in GameStop, but they goddamn well they do it in EB Games. Half of the store now, in a lot of stores that I've been in, are dedicated to memorabilia and stuff like this because they obviously are not getting the sales they need from the actual sales of the games. So you walk in, you can buy a Joker statue and shit and all sorts of Fallout 76 clothing. I bought my Fallout 76 hat from there.
Nice.
Good times.
So this obviously is in line with the move towards digital. An interesting statistic recently was that for the first time ever, more digital PlayStation 4 games were sold than disc versions, right? That's the first time that's ever happened, and that happened just late in 2019. So that's a big deal. Already we're seeing that shift taking place. That's not slowing down. We've already seen it with stuff like television and movies and books and everything. Everything is going digital, and games is, the last bastion of that, really held up by the second-hand market, of which GameStop and EB Games really led the way. That was a huge portion of their business. That's why you bought a game for $60 and then you traded into them for $5 3 weeks later.
And it was back on sale, with the same disc was on sale for EB Games for $45.
That's how they made their money, man.
That's how they did it.
Money opens all doors.
GameStop's share price as a whole has been plummeting in for a long time now. I mean, previous highs see it as nearly reaching $50 a share, and at the moment it's trading at around about
$10.
Yeah, between $5 and $10 a share, depending on what's going on in the market. So their stocks are taking a huge hit. They also tried to find a buyer last year, and they failed to do that because everyone's like, "Why would we buy this company? You guys aren't going to be around."
And they also closed down the European areas, right?
That is another thing.
That's right. Called Stop or something. Game.
No. GameStop has pulled out of Scandinavia.
That's right.
So it's countries like Sweden and whatever else, they've literally just completely up stumps and off they go. They're no longer there. And more retail news this week is that Game, who is a competitor to GameStop, is closing 40 stores in the UK unless they can get a better deal on their rents, which they think are too high. Now, obviously, you're not going to be complaining about your rents if you're rolling in cash. Clearly, Game is struggling as well. So it's a general trend of games retail really being on the down.
Yeah, I mean, we've made multiple episodes about the future of, the retail space because it's just so clear. It is not a space that is going to be thriving in 5 years or 10 years, and we're already seeing it now. They've tried now to do this whole memorabilia thing, but are people really going to go into those stores and fuel a 450 store company with, some memorabilia and stuff? No. This is sadly a dying market. We're going to see, just like we saw with Civic Video, Sanity, CD stores.
Shout out to the Australians in the thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Civic, good old Fish Records. Sanity, Angus and Robertson Books. Remember them?
Yes.
And then there used to be Dimmick stores everywhere. Now there's one in Australia on George Street or whatever.
There's not many. This is the thing, right? I mean, it's going to be the next thing that happens. The mums and dads, I do not believe, are going to keep this kind of market sustainable.
Well, no, here's where I disagree. I think what will happen is that Amazon will take over. Digital distribution will take over. Your EB Games won't exist. However, I do believe mom and pop stores will thrive. Because I reckon if there's some store that's set up with a small shop front and really knowledgeable staff and a great selection of games, I reckon that would get a small market. It's not going to be rolling in lots of money, but there's going to be those sorts of experiences that are I appreciate the fact that I can do this. There's still record stores that exist because people like physical media, and they're going to continue to invest in that. So I think those stores will have a future. But as for large scale chains that have that operate at scale, I think that's gone.
I mean, I think vinyls are a very good comparison because it really comes down to if the actual manufacturer wants to produce those vinyls. Now it comes down to if Xbox or whatever, all these publishers still want to produce games in physical format, if they're going to be seeing an actual bonus to that, or like actually be making money off that. In 5 or 10 years, the mum and pop stores, as you speak about, I don't even know if they're going to make enough money for these big publishers to even warrant making those kind of physical packages for them. I just don't think it's going to be a thing. But who knows? It may be a thing.
Either way, good luck to the staff of EB Games. Hope you guys find new work, and those weebs who. We're really sorry, man.
We're sorry, man. Okay.
We really hope you find...
Go into the Zing stores.
Yeah, the Zing stores.
You'll see the girls there.
That's right, nice.
See you later.